Hello, it's me, Genevieve, giving you a warning, okay, honey? Please do not attempt to perform any of these stunts or suggested activities in this show, okay? As they are influenced by spirits and libations, honey, which may cause serious injuries. And remember to always drink responsibly. And without further ado, let's get to our show.
When we up in this thing and slay it with a model look, a campaign. You feeling frisky, put your hands up, man. And may your only paint tonight be champagne. If you wanna party, come to liquor on the rim. Daddy, if you see a baller, go and grab you one of them. Good times with the vibes, got them filled to the brim. Shorty, if you wanna party, come to liquor on the rim. If you wanna party, come to liquor on the rim. Daddy, if you see a baller, go and grab you one of them. Good times with the vibes, got them filled to the brim. Shorty, if you wanna.
Welcome back to Liquor on the Rim.
Liquor on the
Rim. We are so excited. You guys, we are at a pajama party, as you can tell. My guest, let me just tell y'all, you don't even know about my guest.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for like how you intro me.
Girl, this girl right here will take your girlfriend, will take your boyfriend, and your snacks. It is Miss Nikki G is in the house. Plus size babe. She is body positive. We love her here at Liquor on the Rim because she is on brand with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my Latina queen.
Hi, everyone.
Me gusta, honey.
Oh, girl, one more drink in and we're gonna get real freaky.
Cut the camera. Snip, snip, snip. Yes.
No, dead ass. Cut the camera.
Cut the camera. Cut this part out. Edit it out. Yes, so I wanted to start off. First of all, I'm so excited to read.
I'm so excited to be here.
Every time I see you, I just feel
just
like at home.
Yeah.
Like I feel at home. And even when I first met you, I was like,
yeah, I was like, I vibe with that bitch. I vibe with that bitch.
I fuck you, girl.
Yes.
I will beat a bitch ass for you. And I didn't even know you from a saxophone books, girl.
Right.
But I still.
It's the vibes.
It's all vibes.
It's the vibes.
I love it. I love it. So, being curvy, being plus size, I mean, I feel like a lot of women are really self-conscious.
Yes.
About their bodies, just in general.
Of course.
And you have this aura that is so body positive, like, girl, you look good. Don't be afraid to show off your body. Wear what you want to wear, first of all.
Right?
And whoever doesn't like it,
fuck them.
And you're not fucking us. Hello. Hello, somebody.
Hello.
So, what advice would you give a woman that maybe has gained weight? Because I know I gained weight during quarantine.
Honey.
Quarantine 15 is real. It's real.
Quarantine 15 plus.
Plus stuff.
Plus.
Plus stuff.
Let's bold that plus and underline it.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, definitely real. You know, it's like I did start off this way, right? Like. Right, because like society's continually telling women like we need to be this, like we need to be thin, we need to do like be a certain.
And if you're
curvy,
you have to be a certain kind of curvy.
That
like you have to have boobs, you have to have a butt, and then you have to have a teeny waist.
This teeny waist, like no
nothing,
right.
No dimple, no
cellulite, and no double chin,
no
like,
nothing.
Right, you just are like a thin woman, but you have to have boobs and hips
and
yes, for
and
sure.
thighs and
I mean, to me, I think the best way to start to like get comfortable in your body is to actually look at your body. Because I feel like so many of us hide away from our bodies.
Yes.
Like you're like, I don't want to look at mirrors. I don't want to do anything. So,
or I want to hide this part of myself.
Exactly.
Or let me put on as many clothes as possible.
Right, baggy clothes.
I don't look at it.
I don't want to know what it looks like. So many of us hide from our own body. So for me, a great thing was like almost like exposure therapy, like consistently like showing off my body, even when I felt uncomfortable. Because the more I like looked at myself like naked in the mirror, you know, the more you're like, oh, this is my body, you know? Because I think also we make up like some kind of weird image of what we are, and we forget what it really actually is.
Yes.
You know, because you were constantly being like, oh, I'm ugly, I'm fat.
Because we're comparing it to other people's things.
Right, right? So we're consistently comparing ourselves. Like we actually forget what we actually look like. So it's staring in the mirror nude and actually being like,
damn, I'm a bad bitch.
Like, this is my body, okay.
And I'm okay with it.
Right? And like, even in the beginning, you don't have to be okay with it. You just have to be like, this is my body. Like, you don't even have to
accept it. It's an acceptance.
You don't even
yourself.
have to like love it at first. You just have to be like, you could be body neutral, right? You could just be like, this is my body, this is the way it looks like.
Yeah.
And you know, and then slowly you can come to terms with your body if you want to start loving it, being like, okay, like this is my body and it does XYZ for me. Right? Like it gets me through the day. It lets me do this, it lets me do that. And then finally you can start looking at your body and be like, okay, I wanna, you know, maybe put on these cuter jeans. I wanna wear this bodycon.
Because let's be honest, everybody has something that somebody else wants.
Everybody. I mean, look.
Everybody has something that somebody else
And
wants.
not only that, but like, there's people, like, there's always gonna be people criticizing you. Like, look, folks are criticizing Beyonce. Like, Beyonce, everyone.
A queen.
A queen. Like,
Criticizing a queen.
And, you know, like, folks can hate on Beyonce, folks can hate on us.
Literally anybody.
Anybody. So
Anybody.
that's where I'm at now. It's just like, you're
It is
always.
what it is.
It is what it is. You're always gonna have haters, and at the end of the day, the only.
But you're always gonna have lovers too.
Boom. And the only opinion that matters is your own.
The lovers.
Your own. Like, listen.
Self-love is real.
If they ain't feeding you, fucking you, or financing you, their opinion don't matter.
Don't give a fuck what they think. And I love that. I love that so much. Okay, so what gets you in the mood? Because honestly, these days, it's literally a gust of wind and a gulp of water.
I mean, are we talking pre-COVID or like during the COVID drought?
I mean, let's talk about both, because honestly, now it's literally takes like a gust of wind and a sip of water, and I'm like, so anybody want to take me on a date? Anybody?
Well,
anybody?
so it's like funny. So like, you know, like y'all know, maybe y'all don't know, but like I'm queer, right? Like I'm here for all. Like
she is so literally accepting of everyone, not only body positive, but just like
bring everyone up.
Human positive.
Right? Like I will, like you said, I'll steal your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and your non-binary folk, your gender fluid folk. Like all of them are.
And your snacks.
And your snacks, because she didn't get this thing by not eating your snacks.
Hello. Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, are we starting with pre-COVID or?
Let's start now.
Okay.
Let's start now.
Oh my God. Like now, if you give me any type of like affection.
You're like, oh my God, it's go time. It's go time.
I'm like,
this is what we have been
I'm like,
for.
somebody give me a napkin to wipe this seat down.
Yes. Honestly, during like lockdown.
Yeah.
I feel like I masturbated so much. My fingers were pruning. Okay.
Let me tell you, the amount of like sexting I had during quarantine.
So yeah, I feel like now. Yeah, during super lockdown,
I was
pruny in my fingers because I was going at it so much.
Let me tell you, I have sexted the most amount of sexting in my life during.
I mean, we didn't know what was gonna happen.
Like the nastiest kind of sexting. Even me sometimes I was like,
you look back like, girl, you wildin'. Like, what in the hell is going on?
I was like, who is she? I don't know her.
Oh, she is you.
I mean, she is me, but like she woo! Like I get why Beyonce has Sasha Fierce. Like, cause that was it. That was Nikki G. I don't know who she was.
Ooh.
Like,
I want to hear some of the sexting.
Let me tell you, it was like the most wild one that comes to mind.
Yes, let me want it.
The wild one comes to mind was the day that WAP was released. Okay.
Oh. And you're like, this is my time.
So what happened was, actually, I recorded another podcast that day, so I was already drunk, right? Because you can't do podcasts without.
I mean, whoever does,
right?
Cheers to you. This is to
Cheers.
you.
Cheers to you who do
I don't
sober.
do that. I don't.
Right.
Why would you? If you.
Why would you? So, I did another podcast and I was already like drunk.
Love it.
Okay, so I was like feeling myself, and a brand had sent me lingerie that day, so I was like, I'm feeling good.
All the stars were aligned for you.
I was like,
it was a perfect storm.
It literally was.
Lingerie
and drunk ass.
Drunk.
Right? So I put on the lingerie and I was like, okay, and then I've been listening, and then I put WAP on, like,
which naturally just turns in your inner hoe.
Right.
You're like, ooh.
I was like, yes.
Like, she's awesome.
I was like, WAP.
Yes.
Right? So like, and then I had it on repeat in my house, just like over and over, blasting.
Of course.
And then I was just like, you know what we're gonna do? for the girl downstairs, right? So I start like, being like, hey, have you, like literally I texted this one boy and I was just like, have you like listened to WAP yet? Like
That was the lead-in.
That was my opener.
The opener.
I was just
I
like
that.
I was like,
have you heard WAP?
Have you heard WAP? Yeah.
It's like this new song.
What are your thoughts on a wet ass pussy? Just want to know.
Have you experienced said wet ass pussy?
I just want to know what like you think wet ass pussy is. Like just tell me about it, right?
Tell me your experiences. I want to know them all.
I just want to know. Like this is just a cute conversation. Like, and so I made this guy watch it, and he was just like, oh, like that's fucking hot. And I was like, I mean, yeah, duh, fucking Cardi and like Megan, like.
With them stallion knees, baby.
Her knees.
I just need her knee plan.
Like, how?
Because literally, I've been down to pick up a sock, and I sound like a glow stick. I sound like a glow stick.
I can sit. I stand up now. You're gonna hear crack, 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 crack. Like, come on.
Like a niece of steel, and it's amazing.
It's
a gift.
It's a gift.
Truly a gift.
Truly God's gift to the
truly.
world. So I start like, being like, hey, have you, like literally I texted this one boy and I was just like, have you like listened to WAP? Yeah, like that
was the lead-in.
That was my opener. We just, started playing into it and I didn't lingerie anyway, so I'm just like dirty.
Oh, so this wasn't on FaceTime. This was like through text.
Oh yeah, so this is like Instagram like videos.
Oh, okay. It's popping in the DMs for her. I honestly, my DMs be dry AF. Okay, send me something if you're froggy. Like, honey, my DMs be dry.
My DMs are not.
So she got WAP DMs.
Like, so yeah, this is going through Instagram videos, right? Back and forth. We're doing a little like
a little tease.
A little tease. Like she's in lingerie, she's drinking, like the WAP is coming.
The world might end. I mean, I gotta cash in on it now.
Exactly. Yeah. So then like obviously I go up to my bedroom because I was like, this is getting spicy. Let me get out of my living room. And let me tell you, like the most explicit sexting, like, because like usually like I don't want to say I keep it like I keep it like a PG, I don't even want to say PG-13 because sometimes like those are, but like never.
You're like Cinemax 2 a.m. Like you don't show.
Right, like you don't need to see everything, right? Like everything.
Right.
Like this ain't OnlyFans. This is just in the DMs.
It's gonna delete in a couple minutes.
Right.
Like,
it's gonna delete after 15 seconds. But like this night,
you were with the shit.
Listen, this was an anatomy lesson. Okay.
Like, and to north, you will see my clitoris. So is there like a certain drink that you drink when you want to feel sexy? Because I don't feel like I found that yet. Because literally, okay. Now,
like, did you like how I started to like?
I know you're like, how do I feel like? Like I have to feel.
I was like, what makes me feel like this?
Okay, water.
Okay, it makes you feel freaky. Like I'm so hydrated.
Listen, since quarantine, I had opened up a bottle of water and chugged it, and then the water started coming down. And I was like, ooh, I'm a water slut. Like, oh, I'm nasty. Like this nasty.
You don't.
Ooh, this nasty. Ooh, I'm nasty. Look, all this water down my
And also, like, you're talking to your reflection in your head. You're like, look at me, I'm nasty.
Ooh, I'm nasty. I got all this water around my mouth. Ooh, it's so wet. Like, the things that we talk about to ourselves. Like if you can't laugh at yourself,
if you can't be a hoe and laugh at yourself, like to yourself.
And I was just sitting back like, I'm drinking water. I'm really drinking.
Yeah, I haven't got to that point where like water is making me a freak, but I'm not gonna take it off the books because with 2020, who knows?
Who fucking knows?
Right.
But yeah, I don't have a drink where I'm like, oh, I'm on a date. This is the drink I have because I want to feel sexy.
Yeah. I don't think so either. I'm trying to think, like,
because I feel like on a date I'll be like, oh, I have a bourbon on the rocks. Like I'm like not the
right.
Oh, I have a sex on the like I'm never that.
Oh no.
I'll have a glass of Moet. Like I'm never that girl. I'm like I'm gonna have
right. Like it depends. I have a glass of red, but like red just makes me feel like it doesn't make me feel sexy, but it just makes me feel like
it's very relaxed. I feel very sophisticated when I drink. Like, there's certain things that I'm like, oh, I have to drink this if I want to, like, turn up.
Right.
I want to drink this if I want to be sophisticated. But sexy-wise, I don't have a drink for that.
I don't think so, like, wine is, like, my, I'm going to chill here and, like, vibe.
Yeah.
Whiskey is usually my go-to drink, but with, like, whiskey, it's not making me feel sexy. It's just, like, I'm drinking, right? Like
I'm drinking, like.
And then sometimes, like, it's, like, my get into it. Like, tequila is, like, my get into my dance. Like, if I'm going to go dance, like, I want to drink tequila. Right? Like,
all day, every day.
I want to sweat in a club surrounded by like 50,000 bodies. Obviously, like pre-COVID, post-vaccine life. But like that's my drink to be like, yeah.
That's your party drink. So yeah, I feel
like my sexy drink.
Like, I don't think I have like a drink or a type of liquor that I drink when I feel sexy.
Yeah. Like,
there's not one that makes me like, I'm like, oh yes, like it's never that for me. It's either like bourbon, whiskey.
Yeah.
That means like I'm sitting by the fire. I'm
vibing.
I'm vibing.
Yes.
I'm riding the wave. Wine, I can drink a bottle by myself.
I mean, yeah, wine.
Or I'm with my girls and I'm like, oh,
like, and we're like chit-chatting, like we're gossiping.
I eat now.
Like,
we're drinking
literally, what are we drinking?
Wine.
Simpler
wines. Trader Joe's. Simpler.
We've had 2 shots of tequila before this, y'all.
And we did, honey, because we wanted to be turn for your enjoyment, okay, and pleasure. Maybe later.
I was like, for your pleasure.
For your pleasure. Just kidding.
So, hit that sub button.
Lick her on the rim. Holla.
What was that song that like
like you over your head to your toes?
There we go.
Yes.
Move
shout out.
Down.
Shout out Luda.
Oh my God, Luda.
Oh, I want to talk about celebrity crushes.
Let me tell you about Luda though. So I worked at Houston's here in Atlanta.
Love Houston's.
Right, Houston's.
They're not open anymore. They got closed down, right?
I have no idea because I quit. But that's a whole other story.
I'm gonna try the mango. Were you a fan of the mango?
Yeah, I was. Okay. I guess I'm gonna try rosé. Might as well go
rosé all day.
Might as well go for all 3 flavors. Like, look at who is she? And we had tequila before this.
Listen, I filmed last night. High key was so hungover this morning. But Mama didn't raise no punk bitch. So
we're rallying.
No puking, but we're
woo! I think I had to wait to put the straw in a little bit.
Maybe you have to sip it. Like, sip it from the rim first.
Ooh, like liquor on the rim?
So listen, I did a poll.
Okay.
On Liquor on the Rim's Instagram. Said, how many people know that it's a pun?
Right.
Only 56% of people knew it was a pun.
Because you're lick her on the rim. Lick her on the rim.
And then it's liquor because we drink on the show. Like, I thought that was pretty obvious. Only 56%. Most of them were men. No, I'm not judging.
Right.
However, y'all gotta use your other brain sometimes. Use the one that's on your neck, not the one that's down there all the time.
Boop, 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 boop. What were we talking about before we lick her?
We're talking about Ludacris and Houston.
Oh my God, Luda.
Is he small?
Let me tell you about Luda. Like, I fucks with Luda. Like, Luda, like,
Atlanta. Where are you from originally?
Florida. Well, I was born in Jersey, but I grew up in South Florida. So, like, I'm South Florida. But, like, let me tell you about Luda. So, like, I worked at Houston's, and, like, Houston's is well known. Like, like, we used to get all the celebs, right?
It's a very nice steakhouse.
Right.
They have, like, delicious food.
Fine dining, upscale. I used to call it, like, the Chili's Applebee's for, like, the rich and famous, right? Like, you want burgers and stuff, but you wanted upscale burgers and stuff.
And I don't have to really dress up. Right. It's still fine dining.
Right.
I get the fine dining experience.
Right. So that's Houston's. So we should get like all the celebs and stuff. So I remember one time I was a hostess. So I was like coming from the restroom and I saw this like fine guy, short though.
He's bite-sized.
Short.
Yeah.
And like walking to the restroom, and I was just like, ooh, like gave like a look-see-loo, like a, you know, checking him out up and down. I was like, oh, this guy cute. And I get back to the hostess stand, and I was like, girl, I was like, there's this dude that was walking to the restroom, and he looks like Luda, like real cute, but looks like Luda. And the other hostess was like, honey, that is Luda. What? And I was like, wait, what? And then I like peeked around like 5 minutes later, and it was Luda with his kids and his wife. The whole family was there.
And his wife is beautiful. I just recently saw on an online show.
Yeah.
He like redid his mom's house.
I mean,
and she was on there
so much.
We love you, Luda.
We love you, Luda.
Luda Day weekend.
Luda. Like I would love to see Luda on their show.
Luda, if you want to come drink with me, I would love that.
Listen, Luda, liquor on the rim.
We know you do that. Okay, we heard your songs, honey. So let's talk about cis. What is cis?
So cis is like those folks who are like born in the correct body. So you're like, so like you and I are both cis women, right?
We identify.
We are born in.
See, in every episode we like to educate our viewers on shit. Okay.
Right.
So we like to educate, because the more that we educate, the more that we normalize, the more we can understand each other.
So we're cis women, right? We are born with like female reproductive parts, and we identify as women.
Yes.
Right? We're cis women. So cis men, same, like born with male reproductive parts, and they identify as men. Okay. So with cis men specifically, like I've had ones who've been well and down and have no idea what to use with it, and then I've had men who smaller stature,
they try harder,
smaller dicks, and like have rocked my world.
Really?
Oh yeah. That's my world. Like some of the best sex.
Some of
the best like orgasms I've had have been with men. When we're talking cis men specifically right now, I'm not talking about like other genders right now. When I'm talking about cis men specifically, actually like the smaller statured, smaller dick men have rose to the occasion more than the bigger dicks.
Yep. Wait, let me find out.
Just saying, like they are putting in the effort. They put in the effort.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They try
harder. But then when you move into like women and then like trans men, like it's.
So when you say trans men, that means that they were born a female and they're transitioning into a male.
Right. So trans could also mean like they're non-binary.
Got it.
Anything like that. So they are men, but they were born with the wrong like parts.
Got it.
Sexual parts, right? Reproductive parts.
Yes.
So with like trans men, like also like
because they've been where you are.
Right?
They know their way around.
They know their way around.
They might not want to stay there, but they know their way around.
They know their way around. You know? So it's an exploration.
That's really interesting.
Right.
Oh my God, honey. I am getting like history lessons, anatomy lessons. I'm getting all the lessons.
Let me tell you, like when you broaden the folks you allow into your bedroom, it's just, you know.
So are you like an energy person? You're a vibe person?
I'm 100%.
We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
But that's how you are sexually. Like
I am.
You're like, if you turn me on, you turn me on.
You turn me on. Like, yeah, if you turn me on, period, you turn me on. Like
it don't matter.
It don't matter. Cis, trans, non-binary, intersex, whatever. Like, if
does that not make her so attractive, y'all? That she don't give a damn.
Like, if I fucks with you, I fucks with you
hard. That's amazing.
Right.
That's really amazing.
But me personally, I more am like geared to like mask folks. So like mask presenting folks. So like, yeah, it's like cis men, but like, but also like trans men and like your studs, your stems, which are like your women, but like your butch women, butch studs and stems. Like
so more of a masculine energy.
The mask energy I'm into. Like because like to me, like I feel like I am like super femme.
Yeah.
So and like me.
That balance.
And like I'm not saying like I would turn down other femmes, but to me I just fucks with like the mask energy more, being whatever like sex or gender you are, that masc energy I fucks with more. Right. But like, I would never turn down a femme because like, who knows? Like maybe I'll be like, yes, femme loving femme.
Yeah.
Femme and femme, who knows?
Lipstick les.
Hello.
Yeah.
There's no we're over, equal opportunity here.
Employment. Equal opportunity employment. You can have a little house. Right. Little equal. Yes. I love that. Okay, so let's talk celebrity crushes.
Okay.
What are your top 3 right now? Like right now, currently.
Okay, so I'm gonna cause I have to fuck with all the genders. My ultimate number 1 is always Jason Segel.
Oh, I love him! I love him.
Love him so much. He just seems like he has great energy. Like he is into musicals. Like, I'm a theater bitch. Like we're theater bitches. And you know what? It
is so sexy to see someone passionate about their fucking
that's and goofy.
I kind of got just wet just talking about the fact that talking to somebody that is passionate.
Yeah.
And that's someone that has the same humor as you.
Right.
If you have them too, baby,
if you fucks with my humor, because I'm kind of listen, y'all, I have 5 Capricorn signs. I'm a Capricorn sun, and it's super queer to be super into astrology, but I'm a Capricorn sun, a Capricorn moon, a Capricorn Mercury, a Capricorn Venus, and a Capricorn Neptune.
Okay, going back just a bit,
right?
I think you were the one that introduced me into birth charts.
Okay, yeah, probably. That sounds about right.
And I'm I'm with them now.
Good.
I have the little app on my phone.
Yes, which app? CoStar?
Yes! CoStar, sponsor us. We've mentioned you twice.
Wait a minute. But do you have the pattern?
Yes.
Okay, the pattern to me reads me for filth.
For filth.
It's sometimes
tells you about the things that you didn't even realize about yourself.
Or sometimes the things that you pretend don't exist about yourself, that you're keeping in the back of the mind and you're not trying to focus
or trying
on.
To change.
Right. And the pattern's babe, remember this about your personality, and you're goddamn.
Yes, but literally every single day my masculine is stronger than my female energy.
I mean, I can that.
I mean, I was well, just read me for Phil, bitch. And then so the moon is what you are in relationships. Is that correct?
So your moon is what you are kind of internally, and your sun is what you project to the world, and your rising is who you truly are. So it's just all the facets of you. And your
which one? Is it Venus?
Venus is your relationship.
Is it relationship and sex and love?
What's
sex?
Sex is going to be in your Mars, because that's the aggression, and so Mars. But Venus is going to be your love and relationships.
So my Venus, that's the one for love.
Yes.
That was Leo.
Okay.
My Mars was Scorpio.
My Mars is in Scorpio too!
Sexual ass fuck!
That's super aggressive! Yes, same! So when you fight, the way you show your anger is aggressive, the way your sexual energy is aggressive. Yes, I'm also a Mars Scorpio.
All of my moon, so everything is fire.
Hilarious.
But I'm an Aquarius, which is
air.
Oh,
Yeah. Everything of mine is pretty much Earth until you get to I have a Scorpio Mars and a Gemini rising. So it's right. So it's a lot.
I love it though.
But
so rounding back, it always gets on tangents out here.
Right.
I'm around the room. Y'all should expect it, but y'all love it.
Right. Jason Segel.
So that's your number 1.
I love him.
What's another celebrity?
Right. Because I'm just saying, if you fuss with my humor, that's when we've got onto the tangent. Is because to me, humor.
Funny bone is connected to the what? Vagina bone.
Right. The funny bone's connected to to bone. Funny bone bone's connected to my bone. My boner. Right? Okay. My lady bone, my man bone, my bone.
My boner, yeah.
Whatever bone.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So Jason Segel's my number 1. I also Paul Rudd. Listen, I'm into those funny the funny type.
They're all funny.
They're all funny. Like, I also fucks with Seth Rogen, Jack Black, like all those.
Seth Rogen. There's something really sexual about him for some reason. I don't find him physically attractive.
But there's something, right?
But there's like some kind of intrigue about him.
Yeah, like just talking about him, I'm kind of like yes, Seth Rogen.
I don't know what it is. It's not his physical. But
I fucks with him physically, but
I think because of the fact that he's so fucking funny.
He's so funny. And
it makes his outside look even better.
But he's also like so true to who he is. Like even in all his roles, he's always like that stoner funny dude. Like,
you know he's gonna be cast for that.
Right.
He's booked for that.
Right. And it's just so authentically who he is. And I think that's what I fuck with at the end of the day is like folks who are just like authentically themselves.
Unapologetically,
authentically themselves. Like I fucked with that energy because you're like, yeah, this is me. I'm gonna do me. Like,
and honestly, that's you. That's your brand,
right? Like,
so you need people that are on brand for your brand.
Like I fuck with people who are on that same wavelength with me. Like, and
you
you're
have to,
right? So
you have to have that same focus,
right?
For
so,
sure.
Like, definitely. Oh my god, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So,
love it.
My first like huge, I don't want to say girl crush because I've had girl crushes, but like the main, like my celebrity one was like Leah Delaria. She was did you see Orange is the New Black?
Yes.
So you know Big Boo.
We love Big Boo.
Like, let me tell you about Leah Delaria. Like something about like, especially in like Orange is the New Black. Every time she's just like this like super dominant like sexual energy on the show.
She was a bad bitch.
She was a bad bitch.
She ran shit.
Oh my god.
Big Boo ran shit.
Let me tell you.
But she wasn't like she wasn't a main person, but she still ran shit.
Right. So Big Boo, let me tell you. So a few years ago, I had this like really intense sex dream about Leah Delaria. Like,
I think I read that on your Insta.
I'm sure. So
and she reposted it, right?
She reposted it. So I had this intense sex dream about Leah Delaria, and I talked about it on my Instagram stories because like my Instagram. So like on the feed, I'm a lady in the feed and a freak on the stories, right? Like
I mean, I feel like that's how most of us are because you like bitches deletes in 24 hours. Like,
right.
I'm about to make the most out of it. Like
exactly.
Whatever. But the feed stays forever, so you gotta be careful.
Right. So lady in the feed, freak in the story. So like I talked about this like sex dream I had about Leah Delaria in my stories, and obviously like I tagged her because why not? Because why not? And then she actually replied and she was like, this is hilarious. And I remember exactly, like I was at work at the time, I was working retail, and when she replied, I literally like fell to the ground. Like I was like, Leah Delaria just answered me about my sex dream about
you.
So like Leah Delaria, I fucks with her so much. Like I fuck like I mean she's also a budge, you know? Like I'm telling you that masculine.
We already said it. She loves the masculine energy.
I love that masculine energy.
That strong, dominant.
Yes. Like because like here, like I'm a Capricorn, so like I'm always like the dominant in like my outside life. So if
I'm gonna put wait, because you just spoke some fucking realness.
Right.
Because that's how I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm independent. I don't need no motherfucking money.
Hello.
I will beat your love. Like I'm that. I have my I have my shit together mildly. I'm my shit together. I'm this. I'm very much
in charge.
Yes. And I think like people, my friends that know me, they're like, oh, like in the bedroom, you must be like, but on occasion, I more often than not,
yeah,
honey, make me,
yep,
make me,
yep,
like bow down to you.
Yes,
shut me up.
Yes,
okay, shut me up.
Same.
Like, and I think for me, like, if I were to have a conversation with somebody and you put me in my place or spit some knowledge, I might be mad at the time, but I'm like, I'm slightly aroused because you just put me on game.
Yes.
Teach me something I don't know.
Exactly.
Put me in my fucking place.
Right. And I feel like that's a lot. I mean, I'm not going to speak for like all, you know.
But I know a lot of strong women, you know, like in life.
Yeah.
But in the
bedroom, you just want to be dominated because
and for me, I want a man to be a man. I want you to be a man.
I just, you know, like,
Honey, put me in my place.
I don't want
show
to make
me.
a decision in the bedroom. I have to make decisions every day about
I have to have my
everything.
shit together everywhere else.
But
Can you
also-
take me somewhere else?
Please, but also I'm gonna let you know, like, I'm also a brat. Like, I'm
No.
100% a
No.
brat.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm leaving now. No, it's me too.
Right?
But remember, we have the same.
Right.
We have the bars. We have the same
Right,
bars.
like I'm like a bratty sub. As if we're gonna talk in like BDSM terms, I'm a bratty
Absolutely.
sub. Like
I'm gonna say that I'm a diverse.
ooh, okay.
I'm gonna say I'm a diverse.
I think I'm gonna I'm gonna lean to bratty sub because I'm just like I'm gonna.
What you about to do?
I'm gonna give you shit for everything you're about to do, but low key inside, I'm fucking loving it.
Yes.
So that's where like
Because at the end of the day, you're still a strong ass woman.
right.
So I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm gonna be like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Right.
With a little giggle at the end.
Like I'm like, you think you're doing what?
What you right? What the fuck do you think you're doing? Like it's that. It's definitely that. It's that all day, every day.
Yes.
And so if you can do that,
Exactly. And that's why, like, low key, that's why I think I fuck with the mask energy. Because, like, and not saying like femmes can't top or femmes can't like do
because
like,
there's some strong femmes. out
hello,
there.
like femmes can top, femmes can bring on that like dom energy 100%.
Yeah.
But like, there's just I don't know. Like for
you
me
fuck with what
personally,
you
I
fuck with what you fuck with.
right? So I'm just like,
Yeah, everybody likes what they like.
Right.
I mean, let's be
preference
real.
is preference. Like in
Preference
the
is-
bedroom.
Exactly, and that's your right.
Right.
Hello, listen, you have the right to fuck, suck, do whatever with whoever you want to do it with.
Hello.
Here at Liquor on the Rim, we are.
Liquor on the rim.
Listen, we are non-judgmental. We want you to normalize being yourself, loving yourself,
There you
loving what you love in the bedroom. We are not going to judge here. Boom. Actually, before we start, I want to talk about lingerie.
Okay, let's talk about.
Are you obviously you have lingerie.
I have so much lingerie.
I need to borrow. Is that a thing to borrow other people's lingerie?
I
feel
mean, you
that's
can.
weird.
I don't feel it's weird.
Okay.
I have so much lingerie. I mean, like, you know, like I'm a quote unquote influencer, so I get.
She's not no quote unquote. She's an influencer.
I mean, yes, I am an influencer, but
She's
I also.
a shit, y'all. Y'all
It's
don't even
weird
know.
to say. It's weird to say. Like,
I won't. Okay. I'll say it for her because it'll be weird if she says that. Nikki, my girl, Nikki G is the shit. I mean, like I said, she really is the shit. Not follow her, please follow her. She will, her info will be down below in the description. Please follow her. Again, body positive. She is an influencer. She does a lot of calls like fashion hauls.
I mean, mostly I do a lot of like fat positive things.
Fat.
Yeah, I do fashion
But what
things.
is fat? I mean, it's subjective. Fat is subjective. Freaky is subjective. It's all subjective. But
my hair, whatever it's doing. is subjective.
body positive. Like, she's just an amazing human, just in general.
I love you so much. Let's hold hands. I'm gonna put you on my boob right now.
Yes, where I should be. Where I should be.
Right, I'm like, let me hold you.
You're like, let
on
me
my
nestle
boob.
you in my breast.
But yes, a lingerie. I do have a lot of lingerie, but I literally wear that shit
for
me.
you.
I have never worn lingerie for someone else.
So
Never.
So listen, this is how it goes when you do wear it for someone else. Oh shit. Take that shit off. God, did you even look at it? I'd be like, oh, I just paid like $100 for this damn bra and panty set. Like, can you at least look at it?
Right.
Like,
yeah, I have never worn lingerie for someone else. I always like do it for me. I
clean.
wear
I
it.
clean in lingerie.
Ooh, I love
It
that.
makes cleaning better for me.
I like just like the feeling, and I like to look at myself in lingerie. Like I just.
And I think honestly, like we were talking about like cis man and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like they want us naked. Like it doesn't even have to be a.
No, they don't. Like they don't fucking give a shit.
They're like, take that shit off. Like literally every time I've worn lingerie, I've never kept it on for more than 3 minutes.
Right. Well, I mean,
Not even a minute. They'd be like, take that shit off.
I've never worn lingerie for anyone. But
I mean, it's a waste
so
of
I don't
fucking
know.
time because they don't even look at the shit. So you could have some holy draws on, and they're still gonna fuck.
Listen, like I've been looking at that new Savage Fenty shit. Like, oh my god,
So good.
I
Why are you not walking in the fucking Savage Fenty
I
show?
literally put on like my vision board, my moon board, to in the next 3 years to walk that Savage Fenty runway show.
I want to
So,
walk
like-
the Fenty. Actually, no. I want to perform.
Right. Okay. So like Riri, if you are watching this in some way,
Please.
literally on my mood board, in at least 3 years from now, we
I want to perform.
are doing that Savage Fenty runway show.
And she has all colors, all shapes,
Everything.
and
It
it's
is
it's such a
diverse.
revelation from Victoria's Secret.
100%.
Because Victoria's
It's
Secret,
so fatphobic, so transphobic.
yeah, you
It's-
see one Hispanic, you see one black girl,
but it's always
you
this
see
tiny,
one size,
thin,
big boobs, that's
Yes.
it, and that's it,
that's it.
and that's it. But guess what? Not everyone has that type of body.
Exactly.
So I love that Rihanna's like, no, there's all shapes.
There's all
There's
shapes,
sizes, ages,
genders, like expressions. Like she has
Yes.
big and tall men. She has like mass men.
Honey, I love me a thick man. Hello.
Like hello. I love big and tall men. I love being big and tall men.
We love it big and tall.
Did you know her recent big and tall drop line like sold out in a matter of a few hours?
Because I don't think there's a lot
there
out
isn't.
there. You know what I mean?
isn't.
There's not a lot of options.
Right.
So why would you not take advantage?
Right. And like at the end of the day, to me, that's wild because like if you're going for like a business, like if you're being business savvy, why wouldn't you try to hit that market? Like why wouldn't you?
It's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
That this is just now a thing. And even like showing different shades, like why has that not been a thing already?
Right. Well, like at the end of the day, if we're just talking about like the monster that is capitalism, why the fuck are businesses not capitalizing on
everyone? Everything.
Like at the end of the day, like especially like specifically for women, the average size for a woman in America specifically is a size 16-18. 16-18.
Say it one more time.
16 motherfucking 18. And what? And like you.
And that's considered as plus size.
That's
here.
Average. And to find that fucking size and then above is so. It's hard.
Or like the options for it.
It's terrible. Like we don't want cold shoulders. We don't want peplums. We don't want fringe. I don't want that shit.
No, and the thing is, I am not a 16 or 18. I'm between a 10 and a 12.
Yeah.
And even still, I'm like,
what are my options?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So you okay.
Right? Like
I don't know if you watch Real Housewives of New York.
I do not.
But there's a character, I absolutely love her on the show, but she has a line. And I was like, oh my God, I want to support her line.
Yeah.
She gets drunk all the time and she's around gays all the time. I was like, oh my God, she's so on brand with me. Like, yes. So I look on her website and she only has, she did have a large, but her large was
like a 6'8",
a size 8.
Yeah, of course.
And there was no, and I was like, oh, well, if that's the case, I'm a 3X. Like,
right.
What the fuck? Like,
right.
So I just feel like the fact that people are already making it so accessible for people that are smaller, that's another pressure.
Yeah.
And then it's a whole nother pressure. Oh, this is what I need to be attractive. This is what I need. We're rounding on back because this is like, it's such a big thing.
It's a mind. It's a mind fuck.
Does size matter? No, it doesn't.
No,
you can be sexy at. Listen,
you can be sexy at a 00 to like a 42 plus, whatever.
Matter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Like literally, that energy that you exude is what's fucking sexy. Like the confidence you have in yourself is what's sexy, no matter what size you are. 00.
And I think that's
plus.
why we clicked at like there. Let's be honest, there were very, variety of things why we clicked the first time that we met. I didn't know anything about you when I first met you.
Same.
I feel like I just walked in and I was like, "Who's that? Is she my friend now? Can I call her my friend?"
We're friends now.
Cool.
We're friends. Yes.
I think it was the fact that both of us were confident in ourselves and we had vibes, and then we were able to laugh with each other.
Exactly.
It's always been vibes.
100%.
Always.
And it always comes down to the fucking vibes.
Energy.
Like, at the end of the day, it's all about like
It's
energy and
the
energy
heartbeat,
transference.
Really.
Yeah.
It's the heartbeat of life, really.
Yeah.
The energy. What energy you put off.
100%.
Because if someone that is gorgeous
has
a shitty ass attitude, I don't want to fuck with you.
I don't want to fuck with you.
For what?
No, why?
Because now you're not even attracted to me.
100%.
It erases.
To me,
yes!
Like,
she got liquor on the rim.
She's liquored up.
Yes, we have so much good footage. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I love you.
We're gonna close it on out so
Thank God.
we
so I can
cut
finally pee and stop doing these Kegels.
Yeah, she got that wop wop with the wop.
I'm doing them right now.
Me too. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks to my amazing guest, Nikki G. Please follow her. Love her like I do. No one can love her like I do. I just really and truly, she's an amazing friend.
I fucking love you. Let's hold hands for a little bit.
Yes. I love my Nikki G.
I love you
She
so
is
much.
such an amazing friend of mine. So please follow her. And as always, follow Liquor on the Rim.
Follow her.
Yes, we are going to toast on out.
Fuck
May your only pain be champagne.
Oh, that's cute. Cheers, bitches.
See y'all next time.
Welcome to the house of ViaDoll, where the players ball and the shots get fired from wall to wall. Liquid courage start to surface when the rounds don't stop, and mods work it up a notch when that baseline drop. Dress code don't drip, no chase, straight sip, and the dollhouse they jump until 3 a.m. Ain't no last call when the liquor on the rim. So if shorty wanna dance, better go grab Slim. Look, who keep your cup off E when we up in this thing and slay it with a model look, a campaign. You feeling frisky? Put your hands up, man, and may your only pain tonight be champagne. If you wanna party, come to Liquor on the Rim. Patty, if you see a baller, go and grab you one of them. Good times with the vibes, got them filled to the brim. Shorty, if you wanna party, come to Liquor on the Rim. If you wanna party, come to Liquor on the Rim. Patty, if you see a baller, go and grab you one of them. Good times with the vibes, got them filled to the brim. Shorty, if you wanna party, come to Liquor on the Rim.